I'm going to tell you how I lost 40 pounds without sticking a needle in my belly. Hey guys, it's Bob Ferngren, and my heart, my desire, my prayer really is to help people who are in their 40s, getting near their 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s live the best life. In other words, the second half of your life is like, woohoo, I'm healthy, I'm wealthy, I have great relationships. How would you like to have A's, like it's a report card in all those? So, okay, I'm going to do this in 5 minutes. How I lost 40 pounds in 5 minutes. Are you ready? Number one, I got rid of sucralose and non-caloric sweeteners. I got rid of sucralose and non-caloric sweeteners. I want you to Google, can you really lose weight using sucralose? Now, there will be ads from sucralose that tell you you can. You have to get past that. You have to actually do the studies about what happens to your insulin and all that. But I stopped using sucralose and other non-caloric sweeteners. Like, if you're a fool if you think drinking Diet Coke is good for you. Number two, while I'd always eaten well, I dramatically reduced bread, pasta, potatoes, and rice. Dramatically. Those are high starch, high carbohydrates. Number three, I am very aware of how much protein I'm getting. This morning, I had somewhere between 25 and 30 grams of protein to start my day. So high protein, lower on carbs. Got that? Number three, I supplement, and I've been supplementing, but I've improved my supplementation. Number one, I believe in omega-3s, and I'm the king of omega-3s, and I'll be happy to show you any of my blood work, my urine work. I believe it's almost all omega-3s making the difference. I take multivitamins and antioxidants and other things after I've done my own research, because I can't rely on a medical doctor. How could I rely on a medical doctor whose vested interest is the opposite of my vested interest? My vested interest is to be healthy, and his vested interest is to make money. If I'm healthy, he doesn't make money, or he or she. I shouldn't ever discriminate against female doctors. So supplementation. Then, in the last year, took it to a whole new level. This was the part that carved off the last 5 or 6 pounds. I started taking peptides, but I did not stick a needle in my stomach. I'm not into the pharmaceutical answers for things. Just not. I'm just not into that. And so we aligned ourselves with a company. Oh, by the way, I'm wearing their shirt today. That's kind of cool. And this particular company is actually a supplement company that has peptides in them. Now, these are not the ones they make in labs like a lot of people are taking. You know, the pharmaceutical ones that you stick yourself in the belly with? No. And guys, I know they're working, so I'm not like putting you down. But these are actually naturally derived from nature, from plants and animals. So the benefits are incredible. I have improved my sleep. Very important. I certainly, a few years ago, 4 or 5 years ago, we're talking about having kids. My stress levels went up. I wasn't like a conscious thing. I really wanted them, but, the stuff you go through in your brain. And so I have learned how to calm myself, reduce my stress, and other things I've done to reduce my stress. And they're in my other videos. I'll talk more about that. I do drink more water than I've ever drank. No question about that. I certainly have less sweets than I've ever had. And I move my body pretty substantially 5 days a week. I used to lift very, very heavy weights. I don't do that anymore. I lift 3 days a week. I make sure all my major muscle groups are getting moved. And I walk 5 days a week. That's it. I did that in less than 5 minutes. Actually, my thing says 4 minutes and 47 seconds. Now, I've just told you my secret. I don't think that's anything dramatic. I'm not keto. I'm not Atkins or any other, version of getting healthy. All of that you can do. And if you want help with your peptides, we can help you with that. But here's the deal, guys. You want to live a healthy life? Get the dang fat off your body. God bless. Have a great day.